everyone, it's Linda OJ here with another SBCN Coffee Time chat, and today I'm really delighted to be enjoying a cup of coffee with Mike Diamond from Appcast IT Services. Hi Mike, thanks for coming along today.
Thanks for having me.
I really wanted to interview you, Mike, not just as one of the small business owners in Waterloo region and beyond, but also, is it right that it was about 3 years ago you returned from Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Was it a shock coming back to Waterloo region after living in such a wonderful, diverse country?
Well, my first day back, I think the temperature was negative 19 with the wind chill.
Wow.
And when I got on the plane, it was probably plus 26. So, yeah.
So you came
It was
back.
a shock in that way.
You came back to the snow and everything that goes with it. But I mean, you came back to start your own business. So that's
right.
a culture shock in itself, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So what made you take the leap of faith from working for a large organisation to saying, hey, I'm going to do it on my own?
A couple of things. I think, for one, I've always had the bug, the entrepreneurial bug. I've wanted to start my own business for some time. And I've just never taken the plunge. And I thought the time was now or never. Yeah.
It's like, do it or don't do it, but don't keep saying, I may do it.
Yep.
You've got to be committed. Be really, really brutally honest here, because a lot of people are not. Did you find it really difficult breaking into, finding clients and building your credibility, or did you have a lot of people behind you helping you and supporting you?
At first, I had nobody except my family. And it was extremely difficult to find clients. I hadn't run my own business before, not in this way. And I didn't know what to do or where to turn. And I wasn't coming back to Waterloo. I was coming to Waterloo for the first time. So I knew nobody here. I had no network here. And building that up from scratch was nothing but an uphill battle. Yeah. And I've had people ask me, why didn't you go back to Toronto where you were before going overseas? Because you have the network there. Yeah. And my answer was because I like a challenge. I don't know.
Well, that's what makes most small business owners succeed, because they like a challenge and they've got the determination. When you say you didn't have a network, you did have people in Toronto who could have helped you. Did you turn to those people for connections in Waterloo region?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the first step to moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So trusted relationships, building relationships. So how did you build your credibility? How did you get your clients' trust?
Well, letting go of trying to get a customer.
That's difficult.
Yeah, you start by trying to get a customer, and you sort of network with the intent of selling at first. And once I let go of that, I was able to connect with people and on a more genuine level and establish relationships. Which,
now, it's difficult, isn't it, in the first few years? Because I don't know about you, I know as a professional speaker, a motivational speaker, shall I say, I didn't have any paid clients for the first year. Everything was free. Mm-hmm. So how did you take that step from being free to fee? What was your first success story there? Because, we all have friends saying, well, will you do this for free for me? Or would you do me a favour? So I remember you saying you went through that in the beginning. How did you break out of that kind of?
Some of it was sort of just trying to gauge what people would pay for different services. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of, and I still do have a lot of home users coming up and asking for help. And it's very difficult. I've had this conversation with some other IT members of the SBCN. It's very, very difficult to scale a residential IT support business. Yeah. It's extraordinarily difficult, just because the rates you have to charge in order to make any money versus what people are willing to pay are two opposite ends of the spectrum.
That's honest, and it's so true.
Yeah.
So is it about saying no? Because that client is not for you, but you could refer those to someone else who is an up-and-coming IT company?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you have to build those connections and relationships to know that you're recommending someone who has a good reputation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're incredibly honest, and I think this is why your business is so successful. Because when I look at you, I trust you immediately, and I know you've got a good reputation. Are you on LinkedIn?
Yes.
Yeah, and did you find that's helped you at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people can say, okay, that's Mike, he's got these connections.
Mhm.
Well, I hope your business continues to grow and prosper as it always has done over the past 3 years. And I look forward to another coffee chat with you in the future, Mike.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you for coming along.
Yeah, absolutely.